Hey people, I'm just going to install this OCAM tow mirror onto my Navara. Going to remove this old mirror and I'm going to put the new one on. So a couple of tools we need, not too many. Socket, Phillips head and a flathead screwdriver should get me by. Just going to pop off the trims and see how it goes. Hopefully the electrics all work and it's an easy job. Okay, firstly I'm just going to pop off this little bit here that just clicks out. So they all click out, that's where you'll find your screws. Some cars you won't have to remove the door trim, on this you have to get to the screws. So to move the door trim on your Navara, you need to pop this little casing here, which holds the screw. So I just use a flathead screwdriver. There's a little notch there, nice and careful, and that just pops up, flings up like that. All good, didn't break, happy days. And you'll see in there's one screw. So it's just a Phillips head screw. You'll just take that screw out. That's your one screw. Put that somewhere where you're not going to lose it. And then we need to get the door frame off. But before we get the door frame off, you just need to pop this casing off your handle. Now to get that off, just be careful because they can break or snap. Little things inside can snap as well. So be nice and gentle with it, and it pops off. But as you pop it off, just be wary that you're very gentle and doesn't snap. So what I find is best is once you got it off one side, then just come from the inside and pop it back that way, because they actually pop out and under. And just take your time, bit by bit. Last thing you want to do is snap one of them. If you do, don't panic. I know these ones from Nissan are about $6 or $7 for a replacement, so it's no big stress. But if you can do it without snapping it, it's a bit better for you, I guess. Saves you a trip down to Nissan or wherever your car is from. So that's just popped off like that. That's perfect, all good. That will go back on, and then that's it for everything that comes off. Then basically the rest of your door will just pop off nice and easy. It's just all plugged in on the inside, so we'll start doing that from this side. So you just hear them pop as you go around. You just make your way down and you'll feel them. So that's all popped off there at the bottom, and then you're just going to lift it up and clip it off, and that's it, off. Now you can unplug your light down here if you want to unplug your light. Not going to bother with that. And then you just got to unplug your little notch here for your tow mirror and then start undoing the bolts. So as I said, you just pop this off. That just clips off like that. It's your tow mirror, and then you use your socket. What have I got here? I've got a 10mm socket. I reckon most of them are going to be 10 mils. And you're just going to undo your 3 screws. So just removing those 3 screws. This last one will come off. I loosened it obviously. Once that's off, dropped it down there. There it is. It's all right, I'll just grab him, whack it down there with my stuff, and then I'll just come around here. And then it's just a matter of manipulating that. Just be careful, you don't want to break your window shield if you've got one. And that just pops off like that. So now it's ready to put the new one on. So just grab your new one out. So as I said, I went with the OCAM. You can have whatever brand you want, and as you can see, it's pretty much the same. We're just going to put that through, plug it in, and we're going to plug the rest of it in and screw it off, and it should be good to go. Again, you just got to manipulate this so the screws can fit in there. A bit hard with your little shield on, but should be able to make that work. There we go. That's in. I'll just get someone to hold it from this side and I'll screw the other side. So now it's in. All I've got to do now is put these little bolts on. So there's just 3 bolts, obviously, go on. Just do them all hand tight, and then I'll tighten them up with a ratchet. So they're all finger tight now. I'm just going to tighten them up with the socket, make sure they're nice and tight. Literally so far this has probably taken me about 10 minutes, 15 minutes at most, so it's a pretty straightforward process. Not too difficult at all if I can do it. So they're all tightened now with the socket. It's just plug and play, very straightforward. Plug it in, good to go. Start putting the door frame back on. So putting the door frame back on, to start with, you just pop in the top, and then again you go round wherever your rivets are, or whatever they're called, your little plugs, and you'll just hear them click in. Once they're all clicked in, you'll then put your little screw back in. So just whack your screw straight back in. It's just a Phillips head screw that goes in there. I've just used a screwdriver. If you want to use a drill, obviously you can use that, but it's not real difficult. Pop that in. Now for your casings, your little case that popped off. Again, that just clips in, being nice and careful, don't want to break any clips. Push that down. Hear it clip in like so. Your door one, same thing, you're just putting that back on, again, just using those clips. That's just going to clip in nice and easy. Very straightforward like that. And then lastly, just your little piece here, once you play Tetris and line that up. That just pops on like so, and you're done. And that is your OCAM tow mirror. Pretty happy with that. 10-15 minute job, pretty straightforward. Managed to do it without breaking anything. Pretty good, these OCAM ones. They're the best priced ones on the market. I did look at all the other ones. There was a couple that I liked, but they were definitely more expensive. Dealt with these guys. They were super quick, super responsive. Literally ordered these about 2 days ago and got them delivered to Cairns, so stoked with that.